what do we expect from the team itself this season? What are the earmarks of good progress in a baseline of this is okay, we're going in the right direction?
Man, it's
Without win total.
Yeah, and that's where I'm getting hung up, is because you want to measure success by wins, but success in a rebuild specifically is not always going to be measured by wins. One of the things that I loved most about this team is the fact that they were in nearly every game that they played last year. So one of my expectations for them is to not lose that never say die attitude.
Stole it out of my mouth.
Ah, perfect. See, great minds think alike. I don't want to see them lose that never say die attitude, but on the flip side of that, I do want them to turn some of them close games into wins.
Close the games. And that's why I thought you were going with that. That's what you were stealing out of my mouth.
I apologize. But that's
Is that
right?
Right.
Don't lose the never say die attitude and then close out games. If you're close, find a way to snatch victory from the jaws of defeat. And if you're winning, find a way to put a team away. Step on their throat, put them away.
So closing games is the number one. You cannot lose games like the Baltimore game last year. You can't. It's an inexcusable loss. It's absolutely Baltimore, specifically Marquise Brown, Hollywood Brown, did everything they could to hand the Lions that game. They did. And we had the game. We had taken it and we were like, all right, we're going to win. And then we didn't in inexplicable fashion. We cannot have every week a field goal kicker kicking a record field goal against us to win football games or for us to lose football games. We have got to close these close games. So that's mark number one of progress. And part of that comes from the coaching staff evolving and doing a better job, from Dan Campbell making better head coaching decisions. We have to close games. The Steelers game, you have to close that game. These are games we've got to win. We are in year two. If the culture's here, if they're trying that hard, you can't lose a bunch of games the way we lost them last year. You've got to turn these into wins. Now, obviously, we would all agree they competed for the most part pretty well most of the season. There were some blips even at the end of the year. The Seattle game was, and Seattle's not even a good team. That was rough. That was an embarrassing game. We didn't really show up for that one. But for the most part, we competed all season. I want to see a little bit more of steadiness. So you look at the Rams game. This team clearly treated the Rams game like it was their Super Bowl. And they came out.
There was a reason why, too.
There was. In that game, a lot of things went in our favor. We talked about the possessions early, right? I think we faked the punt. We had the onside kick. We faked a punt or a field goal for sure. We had an onside kick. We stole possessions, right? And the Rams were down double digits before their offense ever got to play football. Those things made the game look a little closer than it probably was. But we played so hard that game. I was hard as a rock when Penei Sewell was going to Aaron Donald. He looked like he was about to just throw him on the ground and whip him. You're talking about the most feared defensive lineman in the entire NFL, and you have a rookie just going at him, giving him the business, not backing down at all. That's the kind of stuff that is, man, like that's the future. That's the culture of the team. Those are the players that we need for this rebuild. Like that just gets you jazzed up and excited. I need to see that every week. I can't have games like the Rams game and then games like Seattle. And I understand that it's a long season and there's going to be up and downs. There absolutely is. But we have to play at a more consistent level. And if you do that and you're closing games and your head coach is making better decisions and you're putting your guys in position to succeed, even though you don't have this elite talent level, you shouldn't be picking in the top 10 next season.
I'ma get it, you know I be on a what?